Howdy! We are the Covidiots, and we're a team of sophomore biomedical engineers at Texas A&M University.
As the COVID-19 pandemic rages across the world, every person has been affected in one way or another. Many people are comparing corona to the seasonal flu. However, humans have been building up antibodies against the flu's common strains for decades, whereas no one has immunity to the new virus. With this in mind, experts are looking at the effects of the initial flu outbreak to predict multiple cycles of coronavirus infection when the quarantine is lifted and people begin to resume their normal lives. Currently, the nation remains under self-quarantine in a desperate effort to limit person-to-person contact and keep the American healthcare system from collapsing. With such a high infection rate for the novel virus, people especially at risk are healthcare professionals and patients suffering from obesity, respiratory ailments, cardiovascular events, and medical immunodeficiency. This presents another issue, because in highly infected populations, such as New York City, cardiac arrest patients aren't even allowed to be transported to hospitals because of overwhelming volumes in the emergency departments.
With the constant rise of confirmed coronavirus cases, anyone exhibiting even just one of aforementioned symptoms could think they are at risk for being infected. With this in mind, traveling to testing center only increased their risk for exposure or exposing other and healthcare professional. The handling of such an infectious agent placed those in the medical field right next to sample a possible confirmed coronavirus case. And with the mechanism of infection not completely known, healthcare workers are placed at risk.
The United States health system lags behind other world powers in their response to coronavirus testing. Initially, the FDA prohibited all state and commercial labs from producing their own diagnostic tests. So when the CDC's tests turned out to be faulty, the FDA lifted their ban to allow all laboratory help, but this caused the US to gain a false start in testing. Currently, only in-clinic and drive-through testing centers are FDA approved to administer tests. Yet, there remains a 30% error from obtaining samples for the RT-PCR test. Is there a more accurate way to draw and preserve samples while limiting contact between the general population and healthcare workers? Here comes VYRALITY.
The most common way to test for coronavirus is by nasopharyngeal swab. However, obtaining the proper sample is not easy, and it usually requires a healthcare professional. This is where we come in. VYRALITY provides you a safe and simple solution to obtain nasal sample right at your home. Once you put the syringe tube deep enough inside the nose, all you gotta do is pull it. The pressure caused by volume expansion will suck the sample into the container. Then finally, just replace the top with a cap, and your sample is ready for packaging and shipping to the lab for analysis.
In our testing method, prospective patients don't even have to leave the house. They just have to simply order VYRALITY online and wait its arrival. Beep beep. Upon receiving their test, patients receive specific directions and a personal QR code that will link to our website. This allows them to create a patient portal. Their test will automatically be uploaded to the site in accordance to HIPAA. By following this simple protocol, now the risk for infection is much lower, and healthcare professionals are able to focus on confirmed cases and other pressing medical concerns. The current design for our product includes an easy-to-use new novel method to extract nasopharynx fluid without medical supervision. This features a bendable tube that adjusts to the patient's nasal airway, which provides more comfort than the traditional cotton swab. By extracting half a vial from one nostril and repeating the process in the other, patients will simply remove the tube and replace it with a cap. And the biofluid compartment is then sealed and ready for delivery. An RT-PCR test will then be done on the sample to accurately deduce whether COVID-19 is in the patient's system or not. Besides VYRALITY's method of sampling the nasopharynx fluid, the most novel portion of this device is the second feature. The package will also come with a serology test. Serology tests look for antibodies fighting the viral infection and can indicate whether the patient's body is currently fighting off an infection or even if the patient's body has already fought one and develops antibodies for it. All you need to do is use a single-use lancet that is provided with the test and place the blood in the collection well of the serology test. A bold red line on C indicates the presence of the control, while a bold red line on G indicates antibodies typically seen from a past infection, or M indicating antibodies typically seen from a current infection, both, or just the control, typically indicating no past or current infection. Then just upload your test to your patient portal. After completion of both tests, the user just has to follow the simple directions included with VYRALITY and return the capped aspirator in the biohazard bag with the prepaid shipping. The test will then go to a certified top quality lab, and an independent board-certified physician will review and verify your results. They will then upload it to your patient portal within days. And the outcome of any positive test, you will be given the opportunity to connect with physicians and go from there.
Along with the rising paranoia of being infected, the novel coronavirus's span of effect has also left hospitals running low on supplies. These shortages not only place the workers in danger, but have also resulted in improper testing methods, including spilling the processing liquid from other samples, experimenting with non-approved chemicals, and cross-contamination. To help remedy the situation, our test comes with the correct equipment and amount of materials before shipping, and the return package will be sealed in a viral transport medium within an insulated bag to maintain the correct temperature. While all tests on today's market focus on nasal swabbing, VYRALITY's at-home device offers an independent and user-friendly aspirator device with multiple sample testing for greater accuracy and a serology test. Should patients agree to allow their immunities to be recorded, they will be given the opportunity to donate their blood plasma in an effort to slow and hopefully cure this worldwide pandemic. This approach not only impacts today, but how we can handle future crises as well.
Currently, no other at-home test utilizes the same approach. However, from VYRALITY comes the possibility of returning to normal. Our combination of RT-PCR testing and serology will not only help in diagnostics, but will aid in giving the U.S. a better handle on which patients may have antibodies against the pandemic. With the combination of both tests, we hope to combat the 30% error in testing and provide patients with more accurate results. In addition to this, patients that demonstrate being fully recovered from a past infection will have the opportunity to donate their immunity-rich plasma to aid the recovery of our most severe corona cases through their patient portal.
Another method for testing saliva is being looked into for detecting COVID-19. If it were to pass by the FDA emergency use authorization, we will be willing to replace our aspirator device with this method to reduce the cost of our kit. However, we are confident that our aspirator device can be used for any other future diagnostic that include the nasopharyngeal pathway. Other at-home testing kits for COVID-19 are currently marketed anywhere from $70 to $119. Our kit is aimed to be competitive priced at $90, uniquely include the two types of tests, nasopharyngeal aspirator device, and a round-trip shipping. Samples are packaged in a thermal insulated biohazard bag and mailed through UPS next day air service. After FDA emergency use authorization, we'll expect to have our product on the market within the next 6 to 8 weeks.
This current outbreak has left society secluded, and we all want to get back out there. However, without a cure, the best we can do as a population is get tested. Mass analysis of every individual will enable researchers to identify those who have already overcome the virus. It will safely test patients for COVID-19 within their own homes to readily alert them if they should seek medical attention, and it will give accurate, black and white results. Our purpose is not to only track and keep informatics on outbreaks, but provide our patients with the same information as well. No red tape, no censoring, just answers, because not knowing can be just as bad.